Hey everyone! Today we're focusing on wrapping and retopology. But first, here's a quick look at the final result, rendered in real time inside Unreal Engine. We're using the MetaHuman rig and our own custom pipeline. We're working with two meshes, a 3D scan or sculpt, and a MetaHuman head load to topology. The goal is to fit the MetaHuman mesh onto our scan data. We load both into the Retopology tab in our HelixEdit tool. The closer the heads are positioned at the start, the better the results will be. Next, we place landmarks on key facial regions. This helps guide the fitting for better likeness and accuracy. If your character has unique features, it's especially important to mark them out. Don't be afraid to experiment. Different settings and placements can lead to very different results. These landmarks spots tend to work well for most human features. Let's add one more iteration and hit run twice to pull the larger regions into place. Next, we'll enable the drastic fitting option. It brings things in tighter but tends to distort the loop flow. Now we'll turn on the relax option to restore some of that natural clean topology. As you can see, it's slowly starting to take the shape of our character. Once that calculation finishes, we go in for the final polish. We'll run a few more passes, iterations 5, 4, then 3, and get ready to import our paint map. This map is crucial for final fitting and projection. You can also paint a new one right inside the tool. The paint map defines which regions are affected during fitting. Afterwards, we'll smooth the mesh for better transition. Then reproject to the scan or sculpt. Now let's compare our results with the original scan or sculpt. You'll notice the paint map skipped areas like the mouth, eyes and ears. Those we handle manually. But you can always create a custom map for full control. We always have manual adjustment tools for refining regions. Load the scan, use the smooth brush and project directly onto the scan mesh to preserve shapes and clean loop flows. Here's a quick preview of the final result, just enough to keep you motivated. It's the little details that make a big difference, so hang in there. Once you're happy with the shape, we smooth the mesh to match Lot 0 MetaHuman density. We worked with Lot 2 because it's faster. It's a neat little optimization trick. Finally, we prepare the scene for Retopology editing. This scene setup is meant for manual adjustment, crucial when creating digital doubles for games, where character accuracy is everything. It gives us full control over key features like eyes, brows, teeth and lips, ensuring everything is exactly where it needs to be. We can jump between frame 0 and 40 to compare the master mesh and retopologized version. This makes it easy to see how the loops are actually moving. Let's go ahead and refine a few key areas. The ear had a lot of damage, but with our Mesh Normalize tool, cleanup is fast and intuitive. Having everything you need in one scene really makes a difference. You can dance around the mesh and fix everything fluidly. No tool switching, no fuss. Just 15 minutes later, here's the final result. When we overlay it with the scan data, everything aligns perfectly, ready for rigging and animation. What did we do in this short time? A powerful combination of our Mesh Normalize tool, soft selection, and isolation mode. This trio seamlessly makes the workflow and saves a lot of time. To put this in perspective, manually I'd spent at least 3 days retopologizing ahead to this quality. With our pipeline, that process has been drastically accelerated. Now let's reward ourselves. Just drop the rig in. Thanks to our system, your character is ready to perform any action. Here's a close-up showing just how much details we captured. And remember, this animation is raw, straight from iPhone, no cleanup. This is AAA quality workflow at your fingertips.